I will advise Wike, he has had his time. First, nobody disturbed him. He shouldn't disturb Fubara. Let Fubara sit down and do his work. If you commit any crime, once they have their fingerprint, you're finished. Everything about you will appear. There are so many people suffering. In fact, the level of begging in the country has increased tremendously because of hardship. And I see that racketeering is also part of the thing that is giving us a lot of problem. If you look at the petroleum industry, racketeering is the order of the day.
It's another lovely day in our country, Nigeria. Dollar prices are going high, ASU keeps threatening for strikes, and hope is at an all-time low. However, this is still the Naija we need, and my name is David Okafor. I'm your host today. As per usual, we are going to be discussing on the affairs that concerns Nigerians and Nigeria as it is today. To discuss that topic with us, we have today with us in the studio an individual, a businessman who is well known for his accomplishments in the business sector of Nigeria. I have with me in the person of Mr. Peter Elumelu. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome to the Naija we need.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Peter, please, before we delve into our topic for today, while you are very well known for your as being a public figure, can you just tell us a little bit more about yourself and your accomplishments?
First of all, I just want to start by giving God all the glory. A man can do nothing except he has the grace from God. So I return all the glory to the Almighty God. In the first place, I came from a humble background, but to the glory of God today, it's something different. Like you rightly said, my name is Peter Elumelu. I was once, a politician. I contested for the Federal House of Rep, and the rest is history. So, and then I managed my personal company, known as Egyptian and Company Limited. Then, over time, I was appointed onto the board of, Transcorp Hotel, Abuja, where I've been a director there for over 8 years. And also currently, I'm a director too in African Prudential, PLC. So that's all about me. Now, when you talk about educational qualifications, I have my first degree, business admin. Then I have my second degree in financial management technology from Futo in Owerri, and then LLB law from Open University. And today I'm in the law school. That's nutshell. That's all about me.
Wow, that's a life anyone would actually be envious of. All right, Mr. Peter, can you just comment a little bit on the economic hardship that Nigerians are facing today?
No, as a matter of fact, our problem in this nation is management of our resources. That is the truth of the matter. The management of our resources is the key problem that we have. If we can have the right people at the right place, the story of Nigeria will change.
Okay, so can one rightly say that you are in agreement with Mr. Peter Obi? Because if you noticed, in the last election, while he was campaigning, he kept hampering on the fact that Nigerian funds are mismanaged due to excesses. So you agree with that belief?
Yeah, for Peter Obi, yes. To some extent, I'm in alignment with him because he represents the future. He has an impeccable, history that can do the magic for our nation. So, truth be told, he's actually the kind of president people we need in this country to turn things around. Sentiments apart, However, Tinubu is doing his best, taking some bold steps, but he needs to realign his team, to also have a human face. The Tinubu team needs to have a human face. They do things with impunity, not minding how the people of this country feels. For example, if you look at removing petroleum subsidy without a human face is not the right thing to do. Agreed, we are indebted to so many companies and nations and all that, but the policies must have a human face, either to alleviate. There are so many people suffering. In fact, the level of begging in the country has increased tremendously because of hardship. So you need to look at those weigh them on the scale and do the needful. It will really go a long way. And I see that racketeering is also part of the thing that is giving us a lot of problem. If you look at the petroleum industry, racketeering is the order of the day. People team up and sabotage because they want to make profit. Irrespective of how it's going to hurt the individual, they don't care. So those are the things they need to plug those holes so that pilfering and and racketeering should cease in our system, and then we pay the right fee. I'm in agreement with that. So that's the problem we have in this country. So to an extent, Peter Obi represents the hope of the common man, which is the truth.
Okay, sir. Please, can you just give us maybe one or two solutions to this problem?
Yeah. First of all, to my personal opinion, one is that we need to. There's some lapses in the foreign exchange. If you go to the foreign exchange section of the Central Bank of Nigeria, there's a lot of lapses. They need to correct those lapses. For instance, if you recall in this country before, we used to buy dollar for 500 naira to a dollar, $1,000. But compared to what it is today, in fact, it's even coming down now. It has gone up to 1.6 at a point. Now it's coming down to almost 1,200 to dollar. So, huh?
It's 1.5.
Well, that's up today.
Yeah, 1.5.
So it has gone up again. So those are the lapses. It's really very sad. Now we need to do something about it. So, like I said, we need to realign the central bank policy and team, generally the CBN team, need to put the round peg in a round hole. That's very key if they want us to go out of this quagmire. And we need to keep our records straight. Like I like some of their policies. For example, if you look at this debt management office, very good policy. It makes us know who actually we're owing. Not that somebody will go and manufacture debt that we did not incur because there was no proper record. But at least thank God for what is happening these days. We're going in debt management office. It's very, very important. So those are some of the things that I commend them, but there's still much to be done. Then again, we need to open our economy, open our borders. People go from here to Cotonou to go and buy cars. Why must we allow that? We should give them access. If they want to import, if they have the dollar, let them import, but charge them, then pay the fee. Pay the fee, and by paying the excises appropriately is very key. But what we're doing is we're encouraging the Republic of Benin. We're encouraging the economy to grow at our own detriment. So those are some of the lapses I also observe in our system.
Okay, thank you very much for that solution, sir. There is a common saying in Nigeria that the rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poorer. Do you agree that that's the situation in Nigeria today?
Yeah, to an extent it is, because why? If you have, for a hypothetical example, if you have, say for instance now, 100 million today, and invest your 100 million at an interest rate of say 15% or even 10%, what it means that every month you are getting a lot of money into your pocket. So by default, you are enriching the rich and the detriment of the poor, which is very true. So I think that if government wants to do something, they need to look at it, first of all, see how you can bring down the interest rate. Because everything is a function of interest rate. I'm not saying, yes, it's good to do demand and supply, apply that formula, but at the same time, regulate it to an extent so that it can give us, a breathing space in our economy. Very, very key. So that's my take.
Okay. Every Nigerian across the country, in all the 30 states of Nigeria, has a vision of how they want Nigeria to be. Can you just share with us briefly your own vision of how you want Nigeria to be?
Yeah, my own vision first is we need political stability, very key. We need proper security in the country. Security is germane. Somebody, I was discussing with somebody, the guy was telling me that in Cameroon, that if you park your cars outside, nobody will touch your car. Cameroon, our neighbor. So you can imagine that compared to this place, our country, where crime is the order of the day, insurgents everywhere, it's as if the police are not working. So we need effective policing. If we have to do anything, proper accountability for everybody. DBN, what's the essence of DBN? The DBN is to show if there's anybody that has done any crime, you bring out the thumbprint of that person, and then next thing it props up, like in the United States. If you commit any crime, once they have your fingerprint, you're finished. Everything about you will appear. We need such things. Here, Boko Haram will be operating on one side, and all that. It's not called for. It's like we're in a jungle place where there's no rule. So we need to put in place effective police command, police control that will give us what we want. And then encourage the courts, change the salary structure of the police, change even the judicial officials, change their status, give them good homes, not like what Wike did in River State. Give them good homes, give them good car, pay them good salary, and ask them to go to work. They will go to work. Sell the vision to them, they will buy it, and they will go to work. And you see, the dynamics will change.
All right, sir. Speaking about River State, can you just briefly comment on the crisis that is going on in River State, that's between the present governor and the previous governor?
Yeah, well, the problem with Wike and Fubara is just natural. Well, I think that if I have my way, I will advise Wike. He has had his time. First, nobody disturbs him. He shouldn't disturb Fubara. Let Fubara sit down and do his work. And Wike should leave the scene. He has done well for River State people. Now it's time for him to go and concentrate in FCTA and do the best. And don't fiddle with the politics of River State. What I see is that sometimes human beings supremacy. Won't say I'm the one in control. You don't need it. It's unnecessary. If anybody drops dead, that's the end of the story. It's not necessary.
Thank you very much for sharing your views with us, and thank you for your time, Mr. Peter.
My pleasure.
All right. We have all heard what Mr. Peter Elumelu had to say about Nigeria. He highlighted racketeering and mismanagement of funds, as with respect to excessive spending of funds in different parts of Nigerian economy, as a major problem in Nigeria today. And he mentioned that Nigeria should actually help in funding the police so that they would have some better technology in order to help them fight crime as it is in Nigeria today. Mr. Peter shared his vision of a better Nigeria, and that also included a vision where Nigerian police had better technology and better funding that would adequately help them to fight crime more effectively. All right, that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Naija We Need, and you can share your opinions with us in the comment section. If you agree with Mr. Peter, you can also say so in the comment section. And that's all the time we have for today. As always, I am your host, David Okafo. Have a nice day.